Hello everyone, welcome back to a mod review. Today we will be taking a look at lots of new mods. All of the mods are public and links can be found down below in the description. Up first, we'll be taking a look here at an old Ford F100. And this store can be found under the cars category. It has a starting price of $22,000 and it's a 1971 with a short bed configuration. It does have lots of new colors here and it does have the original in-game colors. It has 140 horsepower here and a few buyable options. You do have the options for molding or chrome. You do have a few engine options here and a few different tire configurations. As we take a full walk around here, you guys can see this is one sweet truck, a 1971 Ford. It is very old, 40, 50 years old. I am a big fan here of these old farm trucks, and they are pretty cool to have here in Farm Sim. Once we hop here on the inside, top speed is 62 miles per hour. Let's check out all of the lights. Those all do work here. We do not have reverse lights, and that is okay. Up front here, you guys can see all of the headlights do work, and we do have a working tailgate, and I think there are 4 or 5 straps there in the bed as well, which looks pretty cool. Bumper pole hitch, and I will have to say this thing looks awesome. Now on the interior, you guys can see full working steering wheel, mirrors, and gauges. This is one pretty cool inside. Just look at this. Look at the seat as well. Pretty cool stitching as well. I'm really excited to be back here doing a review. Haven't done one in a few weeks, and I am trying to do them as more and more mods do come out. Up next, we'll be taking a look here at an old Chevy. In this store, this is once again found under the cars category. It's a Chevrolet $15,000 made by Iconic Upgrades. It has 300 horsepower and there's a lot of customizable features, including colors. And let's kind of first go over them. So you could change the color of them, and this has the option if you want to do some repair work on some panels. You could have them different colors, and then you could paint them. That's pretty cool, along with the hood. Up next, we do have quite a few things here. We do have a repair two-tone, lots of different ones there. We have emblems that you could put, exhaust on the side and on the back as well. Drag racing exhaust, which is pretty cool, and a few different hoods as well. Look at that, the engine, the big blower going through the hood right there. We do have lots of different things. We do have the drag option, which actually puts the wheelie bars down there. Definitely will have to bring this to the drag strip, and some different wheels, including drag radials. As we take a full walk around, you guys can see this is one sweet vehicle. I really do like it a lot. This option here has the exhaust right behind the front wheel there. This thing looks so nice. Once we hop here on the inside, top speed 148 miles per hour. Now it does have a few options here that we could unfold, so we'll have to see on those. And look at that, you could actually do a burnout. That is a first. I've never seen that on a vehicle. You could actually put a burnout, and look at that. So you could do a burnout. We're smoking the tires, guys. We're smoking the tires. Doing a burnout. That is such a cool feature there. Really do like that a lot. And let's see, there's an unfold here. It looks like I don't really see anything unfolding, but it does have, oh, look at that. You could actually adjust the suspension, which is pretty neat as well. That is pretty sweet. On the first person view, we'll take a quick look here. Just has a detailed steering wheel, but overall it's one pretty cool mod. Up next, we'll be taking a look here at a Chevy Silverado. In the store can be found under the cars category. It's a 2005 and it costs $15,000. This looks to be maybe a $1,500, if not a $2,500 here. It is color changeable, with the design color being the suspension bars underneath down below there. We do have lots of different options as well, which is a pretty neat thing. Toolboxes, decals, so many different things here, which is pretty cool. Grill lights, and lots of just very unique things, I will have to say. Some things I just have not really seen before here in the game. Different wheel options as well, and just lots of different features. I'm a big fan of having lots of customizable features. Just put your own taste here on them. But as we take a closer look, you guys can see pretty cool 4 or 5 inch lift kit, and this thing looks awesome. Definitely kind of seems to me that it's a 1500 here. But once we hop here on the inside, top speed of 99 miles per hour here. Let's see, working tailgate. Yes, it is. It is actually mouse controlled there. I kind of like it mouse controlled as well. And let's see, what else does this have? I'm not really seeing any other movable options there, but all the lights do work here on it. Turn signals, and we'll take a look here on the front, you guys, and see everything does work. Now, this does have an interior camera view, but it is upside down there, so we won't take a look. I hope everyone's been having a fantastic day so far. Let me know how it is down below. Up next, we'll be looking at quite a lot of equipment. Up first, we have the Bobcat 863. This was a full conversion from FS17. And this store can be found under the skid loader category. $25,000 here. 74 horsepower, lots of features. You could do chains on the tires. You could do tracks, orange tracks, you could do clean tint windows, and you could do a beacon. And it also comes with a bucket located under the skid steer implement category. But I will have to say, one of my favorite skid steers of all time. It's now here in Farm Sim, and it is also on console as well, which is even better for all of you console players. But there you go, guys. All the arms do work here. Big fan of the smaller skid steer like this. We'll check out those cab lights up top. And back here looks to be good now. Full interior detail. You guys can see digital gauges up top. Everything works, including the joysticks. Overall, it's pretty cool to have a much smaller Bobcat here in the game, and this being on console is a big bonus. Up next, we'll be taking a look here at another Weed Min. And now this is a pretty unique one. It's almost similar to a telehandler. And this, I believe, can be found under the front loader category. It's $68,000, 40 horsepower. There's a few different options, color matching all of those features, or you could get the wide tires. As we take a full walk around, you guys can see this is pretty cool. I am actually a big fan here of this. I might add it to the landscaping series because this thing looks pretty cool. It's just so compact, so small, and it's kind of nice to just kind of drive around. Maybe good for the farm. You guys can see overall great handling here. Everything works on it as well, which is pretty cool. One little simple roll bar, and wow, this thing looks pretty cool. Almost kind of a mini loader, but it just kind of seems to be like what a skid steer can do. Up next, we'll be taking a look here at quite a few excavators. Up first here is the Volvo, and this is the CR88D. One of my favorite, one of the best excavators I've seen in Farm Sim in a very long time here. It's located under the trucks category, $10,000 here, no store options. We do have a grapple, a jackhammer, and a bucket. As we take a full walk around here on it, you guys can see pretty cool. Really do like it. It does have one beacon light up top as well. Once we hop here on the inside, it has a traveling speed of 3 miles per hour. Let's first check out the beacon lights. You guys can see one beacon light there. Now, it does have 3 different camera views as well, which is pretty cool. And look at that. So up first, if you do press a few buttons, you could actually raise up the RPMs. You could open up the door here if you would like, and you could also remove the collision on the shovel if you would prefer not to have one. Sometimes it's nice to not have one, but look at this, guys. Everything works here on the inside. Joysticks, foot pedals. I mean, this is probably one of the best excavators I've seen here for detail. Really do like the size of it as well. Up next, we'll be taking a look here at another Volvo, but it's a bit bigger here. You guys can see it's a Volvo CR355E, and this thing looks pretty nice. And this store can be found here under the new excavator category. You guys can see it has quite a lot of features and different attachments. As we take a full walk around on it, you guys can see it's pretty sweet here. Really do like these Volvos. I know these are actually pretty popular on construction sites as well. So let's hop on the inside. Look at this. You could remove the collision here on it. You could kind of rev up the engine again, which is pretty neat. And there's just so many things we could do here on it as well. The bottom works. You could actually rotate that. Look at that. You could rotate that bucket back and forth here. So there's a lot of features. Everything works here. Animations. I mean, that is awesome as well. Overall, one pretty cool excavator. Last up, we'll be taking a look here at this excavator, which is for kind of forestry and also construction. It can be found under the forestry tab. It's a Deere 2054 logging series, $175,000 here. Now, it does have a design feature, and it has 141 horsepower. As we take a quick walk around, you guys can see it does have a grapple, it looks like here, which is a pretty neat feature. And wow, this thing looks pretty awesome. It's nice to have lots of excavators here in the game as well. And let's kind of take a look here at the options. So when you press X, you could actually open and close the door. That is a pretty neat feature there. Everything does work very, very fast. movements here. Wow, haven't really seen fast movements like that in a very long time. Well, you guys can see it does also have a working grapple. There we go, and that is pretty awesome. Let's check out the first person view here now. All of them have 3 camera views as well, which is pretty neat. Wow, this is one awesome one as well. Up next, we're moving from excavators to a backhoe. This is a JCB 4x4 backhoe. This can be found here under the wheel loader category. It has 2 options here. It's the 4 and then the 3. The 3 just has the smaller wheels here up front. $170,000 here. 102 horsepower and just beacon lights and a few different options here for tires as well. Really do like the ones that look used as well. And finally, we do have lots of attachments. As we take a closer look, you guys can see this is one pretty sweet backhoe. This bucket here actually has forks come down, which is a neat feature. Now, I will have to say I kind of like the other backhoes that have these stabilizers go down the other way, but this one slides back and forth, which is a pretty awesome feature, especially if you're digging trench holes or anything like that. Once we hop here on the inside, though, 31 miles per hour for a traveling speed. I will have to say that is a pretty quickie here, and wow, that's awesome. Now, there are a few things you could do here. You can actually fold down those pallets there. That's pretty cool. And then this also does have IC here. So let's hop here on the inside. You could open up the door here. Let's see, you could fold in those mirrors. Just look at all the features on this as well. This is just so cool here. Let's see what you could do. You could tilt the steering wheel. We'll keep turning around here. I'm not sure if there's anything else on that side there, but look at that. That's pretty cool. Let's take a look here. The bucket features. Wow, that's pretty neat. Everything features here on it pretty well. Let's check out the back, and I think we have to switch over to it. Yeah, so look at that. It does slide back and forth here. Full everything works. Pretty fast arms on it, I will have to say as well. Wow, that is pretty neat. Finally, if we do Control B, the seat will actually turn around there, and look at that. So the seat turns, and we have the controls here in the back of the backhoe. Overall, it's one pretty neat mod, and just lots of equipment today. That's just how it turned out, which is pretty cool. Up next, we'll be taking a look here at one of the largest excavators I've seen here in Farm Sim. It's the NMC Dozer here. It's the D11, it does look like. In the store, it can be found under the miscellaneous category. It has a starting price of $1.4 million here. Now, the blades are also under miscellaneous, and this is awesome here. 1,500 horsepower. Just look at that. We have the blade up front here and the ripper in the back, but this thing looks so big. Once we hop here on the inside, you guys can see the stairs actually folds down, which is pretty neat. The door opens up as well, and then they both kind of close there, which is a pretty cool thing. Really do like that. Now, the blade, you could just press X and it would lower down here, which is pretty neat, and you guys can see that lowers down there, but it is also mouse controlled. On the first person view, you guys can see it is pretty neat here, very detailed, and wow, this is probably one of the biggest dozers I've seen here in Farm Sim. Up next, we do have a few more mods left here. We have the 82 Logistics Dump Trailer, and this can be found under the trailer category. Now, this here is a gooseneck trailer, also I believe found on console. $8,000 for 20 foot. It is color changeable here. You actually have quite a lot of colors, which is pretty cool. You have mud guards, you have extensions, you could get ramps on this as well, and upgraded wheels. As you guys can see, this is a very nice one. Look at those tires. Really do like the back gate. And you guys can see we do have wheel chocks. Up last, we do have a bumper car here and a pallet mover. In this store, the pallet mover called the hand lift is located under the category $500, and it looks to be color changeable. Up next, the bumper cars here can be found under the miscellaneous category. They are all $1,000 here, lots of different colors, and there is a bumper car track to go along with it. Let's hop here in this really quickly. Pretty cool, 8 miles per hour for top speed. Imagine that. We could do some bumper cars games here, but wow, pretty cool mod. I've actually done a ton of bumper carring in real life, and I will have to say it is just overall a joy to do. But let's hop here in the hand lifter, and let's just take a quick look here at it. You guys can see it does fully work here, which is awesome, and you can move pallets around the shop, anything like that, and look at that as well. So that's overall pretty neat. I hope you guys enjoyed today's pretty big mod review here, taking a look at lots of equipment and a few vehicles. Thanks for watching, stay tuned for the next one, and subscribe for more.